Alright, this video will kind of serve as an update to a lot of the projects that are ongoing. I'll throw some pictures in there. So, biggest thing right here is what's sitting in front of me. It is a Kellogg American Model 462 air compressor. So a while back, I think back in November, early November, I posted a video of me taking apart an AW disc, and just a short video getting ready to send it to Florida. Well, over Christmas my family came up and collected the disc, and they brought this up for me. So this compressor is from Florida. So the reason it's so rusty is because it's actually been sitting outside it's been under cover for the last several years, but it's still been exposed to the elements. It's just had a roof over it. Anyway, I don't have the power means. I can't even remember what horsepower the electric motor is on it. But what I'm going to do is hopefully I can parlay this compressor into a new compressor for me and some upgrades for the shop. At least that's the plan. And in the process, I figure I might have a little bit of fun. Eventually what I want to do, one of the reasons that I wanted this unit is I wanted the drum, or the air tank. I wouldn't trust the air tank, just me personally, but I wanted the air tank for a yard roller. You look online and yard rollers are like $2,000 for the size that I would need. And so, yeah, I figured, why not? I'll go buy some steel. I'll actually get a chance to get the Hobart 140 out. I know 140 is not a very big welder, but it'll give me a chance to practice a little bit of welding. And hey, if it doesn't work, I'm not out any money. So it's kind of exciting stuff. I'll kind of walk you around. I can't remember the specs on this compressor, but I know they're high. Had two of these units originally. I think they came out of a cabinet shop or something like that. Sold one whole to somebody who was going to use it to do sandblasting work. But here, I'll walk you around it so you can see it. The 4066 did lift it up and put it in here, which was kind of impressive. I think the dry weight on this thing, the head is like 700 and something pounds, and then the motor is another couple hundred pounds. I can't remember how much the whole thing weighs. I know the 4066 didn't like picking it up, but it picked it up off the trailer just fine. Custom built skid there, not necessarily all that supportive, but it got it still needs some supports underneath it, but it got the job done. So this should actually be fun to take apart. I think the best way to sell this is to actually sell the parts off of it. So if anybody needs a Kellogg American Model 462 air compressor part, let me know. Just kind of shopping around online, and I think that's going to be the best bet, since I can't test any of these because it requires 3-phase power. I know you can do the continuity test in the engine or on the motor and stuff like that, but I mean, this thing's just huge. Model right here. I don't even know if you can see that. Kellogg American Model 462. So pretty much everything's replaceable, rebuildable, kind of cool. I'm very impressed with it. Let's see about so this is a Westinghouse. This is a 15 horsepower electric motor. I would think that it's probably a little undersized for this machine, but who knows. Nice thing is it's already got a spot, a bung on the end. That'll make it a lot easier for me figuring out the center. I'll still have to figure out the center on the other ends. I'll also have to grind those bungs off and seal them up and everything. Have to grind the top plate off and whatnot. But in the end, I think I'll have a pretty nice, it'll be a pretty nice setup. So I'm pretty happy with it. And like I said, and if it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. I'll send it to scrap, whatever. I'm not all that concerned about it. I mostly just wanted the tank. And then I think taking the air compressor apart it'll be a fun task. I've already got if you can see, I've already got the engine hoist out, and I'll get to tackle on this as soon as my toe gets better. And for those of you that wondered, my toe is doing much better. You can see I'm still in alternate shoes. So this is my normal boot right there, and this is my rubber boot that I've gotten for the shop, or purchased for the shop, because I got tired of walking around on those infernal open-toed shoes. And my toes were cold all the time. So I am back out in the shop, very limited. I cannot stand in this boot for very long. So I'm kind of limited to what I can do, so I won't touch this compressor for a while, but we'll eventually get around to it. Something else I haven't showed you is I bought a mosquito sprayer for some unknown reason. Don't ask me why, but I have a mosquito sprayer. I have no earthly idea what I'm going to do with it. But it's got a really nice Brakes and Scatters Intech Pro 206 on it. Electric start, so really can't complain about that. Kind of excited. And also, for those of you that were wondering, back here in the back, the 820 is still sitting there. Haven't done anything with it. As soon as I save up some money to buy a parts machine, I will buy a parts machine. That's basically what we're waiting on now. I've decided that I really don't want to do all that much with it until I get the new front casting right there, because of how it's broken. Let me see if I can zoom in. So that how it's broken right there. I figure I might as well just break down and buy a parts unit. Hopefully the parts unit's got good tires that'll replace the tires that are on here currently. But we'll go from there. That's the update on the A20. I'm not going to do much with it until I have something for parts. So, and then other than that, just a bunch of junk. 140, 110, the 1445. I haven't cranked the 1445 in like a month and a half. It's still sitting there. You can see over there by the diesel tank. We're actually getting some snow right now. It's actually been very cold here. I think it was actually not very cold. It's been colder. I think the other morning it was like -15. It's supposed to be -21 in a couple days from now. I don't know when I'll get this video posted. But yeah, so you can see the snow coming in. Obviously need to seal up that garage door. This part of the shop is not heated. I wonder what the temperature is. This back part of the shop right now, the temperature is 20, 22, something like that. 20. So anyway, that's I'll go to my next couple projects, and that'll be the next part of the video. I hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas. I know I did. Got a couple things that got a couple gift cards. I'll go buy some stuff, and we'll try out some more tools. So next part of the video, I'll update you on a couple other projects. So this is the other project that I've kind of let just sit. Here's the 318. I have not done anything with it. I have traced the problem to the starter of it not starting. I've gone through and tested key switch, all the safety switches, a couple other things, and it's pretty much where I'm at the moment. The starter, even if you do get the starter to engage or the starter to turn over, the gear is not coming out to grab the flywheel, so I'm going to have to pull the engine. I really have hopes of getting this machine going again. I'll need to rebuild the deck before spraying and a couple other things if I have any intentions of it mowing this year. I'll eventually get back to it. Also, there's the 112 that I'll eventually take apart for the round fender series. So I mean, we'll get to all these. It's just going to take a little bit of time, you know, as we move forward. So I'll tack on a couple other updates and a couple pictures, and thanks for watching. I did have one really sad story to tell you. On one of the days that my toe was actually feeling pretty good, I came out to the shop and I set my GoPro up and I took apart the Kawasaki engine from that 425 that was sitting right here. did a whole bunch of commentary, and come to find out I never pressed the start or the record button on the camera, on the GoPro. So don't have any of those videos. But the 425 Kawasaki is taken apart. I still have the transaxle to go. I'm really sorry that I did not record the whole. Took me about an hour and a half, and on the GoPro, a lot of times I actually just mounted it kind of on the ceiling off to the side, and kind of just I just talked to myself for like an hour and a half. So yeah, really sorry about that I didn't get a chance to record that. It happens. So oh well.